Matthew Rhodes here for Chesterfield Ladies FC, and I'm joined post-match by Chesterfield Ladies manager Mitch Wilson and captain Millie Standen. Mitch, a 3-1 defeat today for the club. Obviously, a tough day at the office. Just your first reflections, what did you make of the performance in today's game?
I thought we played really well. I think we had created numerous chances, but fair play to Ilkeston. They defended really well. I thought the keeper had a really good game today. She closed a lot of one-on-ones down early, which made it hard for us to get them quick shots off that we're quite good at. And then we've made 3 mistakes at the other end, and they've punished all 3. So you've got to give Ilkeston the credit they deserve on the day. They deserve the 3 points. Nothing that our girls did particularly wrong. We just couldn't get the goal. We couldn't get enough goals to get anything out of the game. But I think the fact that we scored so late on proves that we've got a never say die attitude in us, that we want to fight and battle to the end. And some days in football it's just not your day. But it's middle of January, first league defeat. They've got to take that into consideration, that we've come a long way in such a short space of time this season with a new group of players. And I think you just got to chalk it off as one of those days in football. It happens, and then we move on to next week.
Millie, even though it was a 3-1 defeat today for the Blues still had quite a few chances overall in the 90 minutes. Do you think if you could have got an equaliser before the interval, it could have been perhaps a different outcome today?
Yeah, I think we probably weren't clinical enough. Ilkeston took their chances really well, some good finishes, and I think if we'd have matched their finishing ability, one goal either side of the half, would have shifted momentum definitely in our favour, and potentially the outcome of the game would have been different. But on a different day we score those chances, so we've just got to keep our heads up and take the positives, and go into training and try and look at addressing maybe some of our finishing.
Mitch, there were a couple of players missing today as well, likes of Jeb Gear and Abercrombie missing from defence. Any news on sort of like when they might become available again? Yeah,
hopefully we'll have Els back in training this week and Jeb over the week after. So we've obviously been hit with a few injuries and stuff over the last few weeks that's left us a bit short, but it's nothing that we can't compete with, we can't deal with. It's just frustrating. She likes to have a 4-stroke squad as a manager, but I'd sooner have them players fully fit before they're back than come back still carrying injuries and risk anything more. So yeah, it'd be good to have them 2 back.
Millie, obviously, even though we're in January, that is only the first league defeat of the season. But do you think in a way that might almost give some extra motivation now for the players to sort of try and make amends from today as quickly as possible?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to start the new year with a defeat, especially with it being our first one in the league. So hoping now that can, maybe fuel a fire in some of our bellies, and we can come back stronger next week, put a good performance in, and then when we next play in the league, get some points.
Mitch, finally, the next game, really interesting one. So it's County Cup semi-final away at Borrowash Victoria Ladies, away from home. Guess it's a good game to return to. Obviously, plenty of incentives. Get the win, you're back into another County Cup final for the 2nd year in a row. How much are you looking forward to that one?
Everybody wants to get to cup finals and win leagues, don't you? So for us, it's always been a case of, look, we may have lost today, but you've still got opportunity with what you've done in the first half of the season to reach a Derbyshire Cup final at the weekend, and then with 2 games away in the league play to get to the final of that as well. So obviously there's still a lot of games to play. There's still potentially 2 trophies, 2 cups to play for, and also obviously trying to finish as high in the league as we can. So we said early on in the season, one result doesn't reflect our season, and we shouldn't let that impact anything moving forward. It should, it should make us hungry for the next game. And I think it was proof when we lost to Sutton Coldfield in the FA Cup that the week after, we went and punished Sleepmore, and that's the response that we've got to work at and we've got to look at. That when you got knocked down, it's how quick you can get back up and keep fighting again. But I've got no doubt in these girls' abilities that's what will happen. We'll keep pushing forward and keep climbing.
Okay, thanks for your time today. Hard lines, and hopefully we'll bounce back next weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.